Hi friends, what's this Tkinter window? We can click up this button, we can open the file browser, select files, a single file or a multiple files from your local directory, and here we are connected it to only the images, so JPG or PNG. That setting also we can change it, and on uploading these files will be displayed here. They see that files are resized again, and after resizing they are displayed in rows and columns. So this is, we'll learn how to do it. We can call it as it's most of a file reading operation than actually physically we are not placing it in any different directory. So we will learn that in the next part, and the part 1 we will see how we will upload it only and display by after resizing it. This is our basic template where we will be using adding the functionality. You can see our whatever the libraries we are importing, Tkinter and all the thing, and important is line number 3, ask open file name. So we'll be using this to collect the file names, and the PIL or Python image library that will be using to resize the images and all, managing it. So for that, and at the line number 5 onwards we are created the window. I'll just give a break here. Okay, so this, and then one label saying that upload file and display, and one button. We have not added any functionality. Let's run this and see up to this point. Here it is. So there is no function connected to this button, so this will try now. Here I will just close this, then start from the button here. What I will say is command equal to our lambda. So I will execute one function. I will say upload file. This function will execute, and inside that all our code will be there. So let's just declare that function now. Here it is. So I'll say def defining upload file. Now our function is ready. Inside that, first we'll decide what type of files we're going to upload it. So f types, this just a tuple I am declaring, sorry, a list it is. I'll just try first it is inside that. Now JPG files, because this file types that will be available by default for me. So this is all star.jpg. Now this I will keep it because others are also there. So I will put this one type is here. I will also go for PNG files. So I will say that PNG files. Now for that purpose we will say star.png. Okay, that's all. Now file types are ready. Now where I will store it. Now once this is file dialog returns us the name of the file. So file name, I will say file name equal to tk dot file dialog. Now ask open file name. Now here inside this I will say file types equal to f types. This is what I had declared at just above. The same one I am just using this. Now what will happen is, once this I am fine. So up to this point so far you can test it also. Let's check it. What happens once I click the button, this upload file, it will ask me the open file name. So this file dialog will open up. Let's see that how up to this point it works. So we'll just go there, upload file. Now ask open. Okay, I missed a n here. Ask open en. Open file name. I'm saving it and going again. So you can see there. Yeah, file dialog is open. I can select it. So far I have not, how I will, suppose even if it is selected also, I have not done any programming how to handle it. That part we will add now. Here I have two types of file types only, PNG and JPG, because that is what we have created. Before that we are given the option. So now Note that this particular, let me close this also, this file name in particular, this returns me the string only, which tells the path of the file where it is located. Now I have to use that and display it. So for that purpose, let me just display this one. So what I will see, img equal to, now I will say image tk. What is image tk? It's there, I have imported at the top, you can see it here. Here it is at the line number 4. So that I am using it. I am saying image tk, then uska method photo image I am using. Now I am telling file equal to file name. File name is, that's the string, it's just a path, d is my data, then the particular whatever file name I have selected, so that it gives me. So now my image object is created. Now I will be attaching it to a label now, but there is one issue here. I don't have any control over the size of the image. I am just displaying it. We will see that this because the images are bigger than my window, so it will partly it will display. Let's see that, then we will add the how to resize the image before displaying. So I will say E1, it's a label, I will take it, equal to tk dot label. Now I am giving parent, my w is my parent window, what I have declared at the top. So in that I am placing the label now. So in that I am telling this that okay, first let's put the grid also. E1, it is in the grid. Now what I will go is my row equal to 3 and column equal to, sorry, to write column equal to 1, row 3, because one button and one label 1 and 2 are there. So I have just placed it. Subsequently we will change it, we will be using variables. Now what I am telling, e1 dot image equal to img, I am saying. Now then next, this is required for the garbage collection. Actually will, when you go for multiple images, this importance will be there. So for that purpose I am just saying image equal to img. Fine, that's all. I am not controlling anything now, rows, size, anything. So just displaying it. Let's see how this, up to this point, how it works. Saving this and running it. So you can see, okay, fine, this has come up, we have already seen. Now let me select, this is a big picture actually, so I am selecting one picture. Now open, let's see where it, how it comes. You can see the partly it has come. Okay, let me go for a small one, that temple type, because I am not controlling the size, so it is part of the picture is displayed. Let me just go for this. Yeah, you can see only the part of the picture, because I had to reduce the size to place it in within the window. So that we'll see next. Let me close this. Okay, we'll, before displaying, we'll resize it. So for that purpose, before this line, let's first create our, we'll read that particular file. So I'll create emg or image. Now image dot open. Now here what it will open is file name. So this file name I have get it from the file dialog, what the user has selected, that I am opening it. Now once I open it, I will just resize it. Image equal to image dot resize. Now what's the size I will go? I will, let me just put it 100 by 100. I'm just and then this particular image I will display. Now it's no more a file, this object I will connect it. Now let's see how the resizing. What I did here is I have just first opened the file, read it, resized it, and now I am displaying. So I'll just save it, run this, let's see how this works. Upload a file, let's go for the same big picture whatever we have. See this, now it is 100 by 100, the full picture is come up. I can change it to my old one also, this one. Yeah, you can see the picture, whatever the size is, I'll resize it to 100 by 100. But you may ask me a question, suppose 100 by 100 means it's a square one only. So suppose I have a picture, my source is 600 by 400 the picture is. So then I should not make it 100 by 100. For that you have to add another 2-3 lines of code, so you can read the proportionately height and width both you can bring it. We'll just, that is a 3-line code, we'll add that in subsequently to maintain the aspect ratio of it. Now we'll move to one of the important part of it, where you'll use the option to upload multiple files and generate them dynamically. So let's close this, come here, add the option here. Before that, let me here I will say multiple equal to true. What this will do, now this will allow me to select multiple files. So once it is multiple files are allowed for selection, then this file name will not return me a single file, it will return me a tuple. So where the all elements will be more than one file I will be selecting. So if file name is a tuple, so I have to do the same operation for each and every file whatever is selected. So I have to loop through the tuple. So for that purpose, let me just come here, use a for loop for f in file name, because now my file name is a tuple. So I am looping through all this. So you know it is a loop, so I have to maintain the indent. Let me just push it to one tab space I am pushing, so I will be maintaining this. Let me, okay, fine. Now for every file it will do, but what happens in that case? I have to shift it to a column, I have to shift to the right of it. So I have to declare a because next image will be right of it, so column should increase by 1. So for that purpose, let me declare a call variable, which I am putting it as first as 1. Now what about row? Okay, we'll realize that, then we'll add the row also. What I will do, instead of directly using column here, I am using a variable here. Now here I will increase the call by 1, equal to column plus 1. So next image column will be one more, so 2 it will be. So first time it is 1, next time it will be 2, next time it will be 3, like that. So I will be placing the images to the right of it. So that's all. Now let's see how this works and multiple images I am able to pull it, I am able to put it or not. So here it is. Now yeah, so I will, to select the multiple, I had to hold the control button in your keyboard. Just hold the control button. Now it is allowed because I have set the multiple equal to true in line number 17. You can see here it is. That is because otherwise, suppose if you make it false, I will not able to select more than one. Now let's go for this 3 and open it. Something no attribute read, tuple object no attribute read, something I did a mistake here for here f in file name. Sorry, here I cannot use file name here. I have to use f because element is there. So let's run it again. Now upload file. I will select 1, 2, 3. I am holding the control key and selecting multiple. So open. You can see, okay, 3 images have come up. So these are the multiple files. Now what about the 4th image? Now, because we don't have row control, so you want the next image to come here, not go beyond. Anyway, if you have used a wider window, you can go for it. Now let's control that row also. So what I will say here is row equal to, first I am filling, because my row should start from 3rd, because the first one is the label, second one is the button. So my 3rd row is free. So I am going for the 3rd row. And here what I will do, I will after this I will give a if condition. If call equal to 3 means I have reached the 3rd image, then only I will set row equal to row plus 1. I am telling increase the go to the next row. Sorry, before that, before I forget, I will put a row variable here, not that one. Okay, and call equal to, I will reset the column, start from the first. So column is first, row is next line. Now I will say else. Now else is call equal to otherwise plus 1. So I hope you can understand the logic. First image when it comes, call is not equal to 3, it is 1. So I will, first image will be placed, then column will be increased by 1. So then 2, then the moment it becomes 3, the next row it will go, row will be increased by 1 and column will reset to 1. So let's see that, how that works. So I am just opening this. I have 5 images. I am selecting all this. Let me place it. Sorry, I did a mistake somewhere. 1 2 okay. Row I think something went wrong for me. Row equal to row plus 1, column equal to 1. Now col equal to col plus 1. Now okay, sorry, this line I should remove it. This line I must have removed this. Okay, let's save this, because now through if else only column should increase. It should not increase independently. Now let me just select this. Okay, say it is. So after third, the next row started and the column starts from 1. One image, here col is 1, here col is 2, here col is 3. Next time, because it is 3, the if condition works, and now again col became 1 and row became 1, next row. So the fourth row it has come. So col is 1, again col is 2, and row is here 4 here. We'll close this. Now we'll go for resizing in a proportionate manner, so maintain the aspect ratio. That part we will cover now. So for that, this image whatever we have resetted to 100 by 100, or sorry, resized, now we'll comment this line. Now after opening, we'll add few lines. We'll read the width and height like this. Width, now height equal to img size. Now we get this variables width and height. It reads the actual width and height. Now we'll proportionately reduce it. So we'll take a new variable, width new equal to integer. Now we'll divide the width by 20. Let's say 20, because based on the required size, you can, for your case, you may change it less or more. So width is reduced by 20. Now height new equal to integer. Now height is there. Now this also I'll reduce by 20. So new height and width are taken. Now this I will resize it. So I will say img resized. Now resized equal to img dot, this is my image, resize. Now the resize is not based 100 by 100. It is first we'll take it width new comma height new. So now this will take the new values, this line, and here instead of using image directly, we'll use image resized. So this line we have commented. If you want to 100 by 100, you can remove all this line and bring this into line, and here you change it to image. So let me save it and run once. We'll see. So here it is. Now upload file. Now based on your actual size, because I am reducing height and width, this proportionately this image will change. You can see this is a big image, so 20 is come down. Now the second, third, fourth, I think fifth one, sorry, here is the first one, is a very small image, reducing 20, size has gone up. Like that you can see it. Or even this, instead of going for 20, a fixed reduction, you can reduce it in a, say, read it, and if it is beyond 100, reduce by 10. You can build your own logic to reduce it. So this is just one way of reducing. It's a straight way of reducing. Otherwise this 20 you read it. Suppose if it is more than 100 and less than 200, reduce by half. If it is beyond 500, reduce by 3. So that way you can proportionately do it also. That's all. I hope you have now you can manage the images, upload from any machine, and create any application where you can images you can resize and display. So if you have any questions or doubts or any suggestions to make, please use the comment section below to post it, and accordingly we'll work also on the script. And I will request you, please subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon, so you'll be notified as and when we post more videos, and we frequently add also. And thank you for watching.